We're going to look at geofencing in Vestige DMP today. Geofencing allows users to create shapes on the map to be used for monitoring when assets enter and exit those shapes. Based on this information, you can generate reports, create rules to take actions, and look at historical map data based on those geofences. We are starting in the mapping dashboard. Geofencing can be used on any tab you are on. We will be working on the tracking tab to start. Turning geofencing on is done by clicking the slider on the map control at the top of the map. This brings up the geofencing card. Here we will see a list of all the geofences that exist in this subscription. You can filter the list by geofence groups, showing only the geofences within a single group, or multiple, or all. You can click the checkbox next to any geofence or all geofences to show those geofences on the map in the color property of each one. Depending on your size and zoom level, it might be difficult to see them, so you can turn on geofence labels from the geofence card. You can search for a geofence by name using the filter above the geofence list. Now we will click on one of the geofences in the list and it will bring that geofence into focus on the map. Clicking on other geofences in the list will do the same. We can edit a geofence by clicking on the right arrow next to the color property for a geofence. This changes our card's view to Edit Geofence. Here you have all the controls you would when creating a new geofence. You can drag any of the points to change the shape and size of that geofence. You can change the name, add a description, or change its color. We could save or cancel these changes. Here we will cancel and the geofence will return to its original shape and color and take us back to the geofence list view. Now let's create a new geofence in another area of the map. Clicking the Add New icon will change to the Edit Geofence view again. We will also switch to Satellite View to have a better view of the area for drawing on the map. We can define a name for this geofence and any of its other properties. You can do this before, during, or after the actual shape has been created on the map. The last section is the Drawing Manager. You can have a circle, rectangle, or polygon to choose from. Clicking on a tool will show it selected by the color you have chosen for that geofence. We will create a circle. A click for the center point and a click for the radius will define the shape to be created. You can drag the shape by clicking anywhere inside the shape. You can also change the size of the shape by clicking on any point and dragging. After each action, you will see an undo icon pop up that you can click on. You can also right-click on a shape to remove it from the geofence. Now we will draw with a polygon. This is done by clicking a starting point for the first line, then the ending point for that line, which will be the starting point for the next line. You can continue this until you have drawn out your shape. Clicking on the original starting point will close that shape. Once your polygon is created, you can click on any solid point and drag it to manipulate one of the points you created. You can also click any one of the transparent midpoints to break that line into two segments. We will go ahead and save this geofence. The new geofence has been added to the list that we see. Let's create one more geofence by clicking on the Add New. This time we will use the location input field to search for a specific location. This can be an address or the name of a business. We are using Google Places to find the closest places based on your current map view. I will click on the location I want and it will place a pointer at that location with its address and zoom to it. You have some shortcut tools to make a circle or polygon around that location. The boundaries are based on what Google returns to us. Here we'll use the circle shortcut and then drag the outside radius to make it smaller. Before we save, we need to give this geofence a name, and we can also decide what geofence group to put this geofence in, and its color. Saving the geofence will store that original search location for us, so when we go back to edit the geofence, we will see that business name and address we found originally. You can look at the geofence groups as well from the Geofence card. This will show a list of the geofence groups where you can filter by name, create additional geofence groups, and you can see what geofences are inside of each group. Clicking on the back arrow on any view will go back to the previous level of the card until you get to the geofence list, which is the main view for the geofence card. Geofencing in DMP can be used to identify important locations on the map that you might want to monitor for reporting or rules and event generation purposes. Any further questions regarding this or any other topic, please see our other resource videos or contact support at vestigegps.com.